Welcome to Hidden Roots Africa, a journey into the very heart of our continent's sacred history, customs, and unbroken covenant that stretches through generations. Here, we uncover powerful truths about the Bantu peoples, the true covenant tribes who have preserved ancient Torah-based laws and spiritual heritage despite centuries of slavery, scattering, colonial division, and foreign religions imposed upon us. If you are ready to reclaim your ancestral land, revive your culture, and restore what was stolen, this is your place. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share because together, we awaken the mighty lineage that the world must remember. Imagine standing where generations of Bantu peoples once walked, living in harmony with age-old traditions that are far more than customs, they are living laws. These include male circumcision, sacred marriage rites with bride price and lineage honoring elders, observing purity in communal care and performing sacred rituals for birth, death, and ancestor veneration. At their core lies a profound monotheistic belief in the one almighty creator supreme above the sun, moon, heaven, and earth, who made the land and entrusted it to his covenant people. The foundation of Bantu societies is the sacred role of women. Across all tribes, Shona, Zulu, Kikuyu, Baganda, and many others, women are the pillars of the homestead and culture. They nurture children, protect and pass on language and oral tradition, lead ceremonies, heal the sick, act as spirit mediums, and steward the land. They are the true custodians of the covenant, ensuring that laws and values endure, social harmony is restored, and ancestral wisdom lights the path for future generations. Men often serve as chiefs or elders, but true balance arises only when both share authority, blending leadership with nurturing to heal the fractures of our communities. Our history has been marred by conquest, division, and plunder. Colonial powers shattered tribal boundaries, scattered our peoples, and stole our lands and resources on a vast scale. Despite being caretakers of extraordinary wealth, many Bantu people remain impoverished and displaced, forced into low-wage labor around the world, working in homes, hospitals, warehouses, and trucks to sustain foreign economies. This ongoing exploitation is not by chance. It springs from deliberate systems of oppression and mental colonization designed to weaken and divide us. The forbidden books and ancient prophecies speak to this pain and offer a path to healing. They warn against forsaking our customs and inheritance for foreign beliefs that sever us from our sacred roots. True faith is not a distant hope for heaven alone, it is a living covenant demanding protection of land, customs, and community here on earth. These texts remind us that the Almighty entrusted the Bantu peoples to guard the land as a heavenly inheritance, to keep purity in practice and to live in unity and justice. The prophecies promise restoration. Though scattered and tested, we remain the chosen tribes, destined to reclaim our spiritual authority, land, and dignity. Those who exploited and divided us, no matter their power, will face divine judgment and accountability. This awakening demands remembering, acknowledging historical wounds, and boldly reclaiming our heritage. So awaken, Bantu peoples, for yourselves and the generations yet to come. Stand firm in your sacred customs. Honor women as the mighty trees of your homesteads. Protect the land, the sacred trust from the Creator. Embrace ancient wisdom and live the covenant boldly, restoring identity, power, and spiritual harmony within your communities. Join this movement. Share your stories. Your voice strengthens the chain that connects us all and fortifies our roots. As we close this part of the journey, remember these are living truths, not just history. They are the foundation of our faith, our identity, and our future promise. Ahead lie deeper revelations and the power to rebuild what was lost. Stay with Hidden Roots Africa. The coming chapters will uncover more stories, more strength, and the hope of a flourishing destiny. Until then, keep the flame of your heritage burning bright. Walk proudly in your power. The best dawn for our people is yet to come. It matters deeply for the Bantu tribes to remember their history of mental capture, colonization, and slavery. Because these forces were not only about chains and territory, they were designed to erase identity, separate us from the Creator and the land, and shatter the unity of the covenant people. This mental colonization shaped generations, conditioning us to doubt our worth, to abandon sacred customs, and to embrace foreign systems that dishonor our ancestral covenant. Today, we are following foreign systems that are destroying humanity, systems that exploit nature, divide families, and drain the soul of the world. But remembering is the first step toward healing. It breaks the spell. It restores truth. The effects of colonization went beyond physical control. They planted false narratives of superiority and shame, creating generations of broken confidence, lost traditions, and scattered families. Yet even this was seen by the Almighty. The Creator foreknew these trials and scattering. Through the prophets, he promised that the covenant people would one day awaken. That day is now. This awakening is not rebellion, it is restoration. It is the return of consciousness. It is the rebuilding of the covenant mind. Through remembrance, we regain dignity. Through unity, we reclaim power. Through truth, we rise again. The awakening restores identity, revives culture, heals spirit, and calls the Bantu tribes back to stewardship of their land, their families, and their destiny. Remembering and awakening are not just acts of history. They are acts of resistance, acts of healing, acts of destiny fulfilled. Because we are still here, still standing, still chosen, the covenant lives, and Africa shall rise again. Thank you for joining us on this sacred journey through Hidden Roots Africa. If this message stirred your spirit, and you feel called to reclaim our sacred heritage, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your family and friends. Your support helps amplify the voice of our ancestors and strengthens the path to restoration. Don't forget to share your own stories and traditions in the comments. Together, we keep our roots alive and growing. Until next time, walk proudly in your heritage, and stay connected to Hidden Roots Africa. The covenant lives, and Africa shall rise again.